So I'm just gonna make the world. I don't know how to spell Seinfeld. So you know what? I'll change it to something else. Hey, yeah, 10 chunks, that's right. What the? Holiday creator fee? Oh my god, I gotta test this stuff out afterwards. What is this? What is that? That's cool. Alright. Ignore. I don't know if you can hear them, but just be quiet. Alright. Are we ready? Because I think we are. Alright? I'm gonna create the world, and that's gonna be playing while I do this. Alright? Are we ready? I hope you can hear me, because we're gonna get started now. According to all known laws of innovation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyways, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Alright. Barry's hand is flipping through different sweaters in his closet. So, here's what Barry says. Yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Oh, black and yellow. Shake it up a little. He picks up the black and yellow one. He then goes to the sink, takes the top off a container of honey, and puts some honey into his hair. He squirts some into his mouth and gurgles. Then he takes his lid. Then he takes it off the bottle, rolls it on like deodorant. Alright. So, cut to the B movie, like the thing a bit. So Barry's antenna vibrates as if it rings like a phone. Barry's hands are wet. He looks around for a towel. Hang on a second. He wipes his hand on his sweater, puts his antenna down to his ear and mouth. Alright. Hello? Spitzer and Adam. His best friend, Adam Flayman, is on the other end. Barry? Adam? Can you believe this is happening? I can't believe it. I'll pick you up. Barry sticks his finger into a sharpener. But, alright. He tests the sharpness with his finger. Looking sharp. Barry hovering down the hall, sliding down the staircase banister. Barry's mother is in the kitchen. Barry, why don't you use the stairs? Your father paid good money for those. Right. So, Barry's father is reading a newspaper with the headline, Queen gives birth to 1,000 oplets. Wow. Alright. He's resting comfortably. Here's the graduate. We're really proud of you, son. And a perfect report card. A perfect report card. All B's. That's hilarious, right? Alright. Very proud. Ma, I got a thing going there. Barry readjusts his hair and then starts to leave. You've got some lint on your fuzz. She picks it off. Barry says, Ow, that's me. Alright. Wave to us. We'll be in row 118,000. Barry zips off. And Barry says bye. Barry told you stop flying in the house. Alright. So Barry is driving out in his car. B movie, I'm pretty sure plays on the screen right now. I don't know, I'm just reading the script. Right, Barry's friend is standing by the curve. He's reading a newspaper with the headline, Frisbee hits hive, internet down. And wouldn't that have killed a few people? Alright. I heard a sound, the next thing I knew, whammo. Barry drives up, stops in front of Adam. Adam jumps in. Hey, Adam. Hey, Barry. Alright, so Adam is pointing at Barry's hair. What is this? Is that gel fuzz? Is that fuzz gel? I don't know. Alright, this is hard. I lost my place. Alright. I got it. Barry says, a little. It's a special day. Finally graduating. Adam says, I never thought I'd make it. Barry says, yeah, 3 days of grade school, 3 days of high school. Those were awkward. 3 days of college. Glad I took off one day in the middle and just hitchhiked around the hive. It did come back different. They drive by a bee who's jogging. He says, "Hi, Barry." And then Barry says, "Hey, Artie, growing a mustache? Looks good." Barry and Adam drive from the suburbs into the city. Adam says, "Hey, did you hear about Frankie?" Barry says, "Yeah." Adam says, "You going to his funeral?" Barry says, "No, I'm not going to his funeral. Everyone knows you sting someone, you die. You don't waste it on a squirrel. He was such a hothead. Yeah, I guess he could have gotten out of the way." Right, they drive through a loop-de-loop. Barry and Adam say, "Whoa, woo, wee." I love this, incorporating the music park right into our regular day. Guess that's why they say we don't need vacations. Barry and Adam come to a stop. They exit the car and fly over to a crowd to their seats. Right, Barry, he says, quite a bit pump under, I don't even know what this is, under the circumstances. They land on their seat. Today we are men. We are. Adam says we are. Barry says, be men. Amen, Adam says. And then Barry says, hallelujah. Barry hits Adam's forehead. Adam goes into the rapture. Announcement comes over the PA. Announcement. Students, faculty, distinguished bees, please welcome Dean Buswell. Right, Dean Buswell then steps onto the podium. The podium has a sign that reads, "Welcome, graduating class of," with transitioning style, flipping the numbers after. Buswell says, "Welcome, new Hive City graduate class of." The number on the podium changes to 915. And then Buswell says 915. He clears his throat. And that concludes our graduate ceremonies. And begin your careers at Hunnix Industries. Barry says, "Are we going to pick our jobs today?" Adam says, "I heard it's just orientation." The rows of chairs change and transform like mechanical motion to Universal Studio type. What? The Universal Studios type tour tram. So kind of like, that stuff. Like, that Jaws thing? That Jaws thing at the Universal Studios, or like, it's kind of like a tour boat of sorts. It's kind of like how it was, I guess. Lost my spot, so just 1 second. Alright, find it. Alright, Buswell walks off the stairs. Up stage, I mean. Barry says, "Whoa, heads up, here we go." Alright. "Keep your hands and antennas inside the tram at all times." And it says that same thing in Spanish. Barry says, "I wonder what it's going to be like." Adam says, "A little scary." Barry shakes Adam. Alright. They both scream for some reason. The tram passes under a sign that reads Hunnix, a division of Hunnico, part of the Hexagon Group. Someone, I believe it was that lady that was like a tour person or something. "Welcome to Hunnix, a division of Hunnico and a part of the Hexagon Group." So she just reads what it was on that sign. Barry says, "This is it." Hunnix doors open, revealing the factory. Barry says, "Wow. We know that you, as a bee, have worked your whole life to get to the point where you can work for your whole life. Honey begins when our valiant pollen jocks bring the nectar to the hive, where our top secret formula is automatically color corrected, scent adjusted, and bubble conjured into this." And then she grabs a test tube of honey from a technician. Soothing. Sweet syrup with its distinguished golden glow. So you all know everyone is on the tram. Right. So everyone on the tram says honey. She flips the flask into the crowd and laughs as they all scramble for it. Girl bee catches the honey. Adam says, that girl was hot. Barry says, she's my cousin. Adam says, she is. Then Barry says, yes, we're all cousins. Did you guys hear me? Like, did you hear what I just said? Yeah, Sweet Home Alabama. Adam says, right, you're right. And that girl says, at Hunnix, we are constantly strive to improve every aspect of bee existence. These bees are stress testing a new helmet technology. So this is a guy in a helmet getting hit with a newspaper and then a shoe and a fly swatter. He gets up, and then gives a thumbs up. The graduate bees all applaud. Adam says, what do you think he makes? And Barry says, not enough. The person says, and here we have our latest technology, the Krellman. Barry says, wow, what does it do? True, right? So she says that it catches that little strand of honey that that hangs after you pour it. Saves us millions. So the Krellman. So it's showing the Krellman thing right now. Bees with hand-shaped hats on, rotating around a wheel to catch the drips of honey. Adam's hand shoots up. Adam says, can anyone work on the Krellman? And she says, of course, most bee jobs are small ones, but bees know that every small job, if it's done well, means a lot. There are over 3,000 different bee occupations, but choose carefully, because you'll stay on that job that you pick for the rest of your life. The bees cheer. Barry's smile drops slightly. Barry says, the same job for the rest of your life? I didn't know that. Adam says, what's the difference? And that girl says, and you'll be happy to know that our bees as a species haven't had one day off in 27 million years. Barry says, he would just work us to death. The girl laughs and says, we'll sure try, and then everyone on the bus laughs except for Barry. The tram drops down a log-fumed type steep drop. The camera flashes as all the bees throw their hands up. The frame freezes into a snapshot. Barry looks concerned. The tram continues to 2 doors. The log-fumed Barry looks at it. Adam says, wow, that blew my mind. Barry says, annoyed. What's the difference? What's the difference? Adam, how could you say that? One job forever? That's an insane choice to have to make. Adam says, well, I'm relieved. Now I only have one decision in life. Barry says, but Adam, how could they never have told us that? Adam says, Barry, why would you question anything? We're bees. We're the most functioning society on Earth. They walk by a newspaper standing with a sandwich board reading. The bee goes berserk. Stings 7, then self, which, in my personal opinion, doesn't make sense. And now look at that, it's nighttime. Because I'm reading this off a phone, so I'm not really paying attention to what's going on over there. I'll probably die to, like, phantoms or something, because I don't think mobs can spawn on trees. I hope you guys can hear me. Where am I? I found it. Alright. So we get an angle on a bee filling his car's gas tank from a honey pump. He fills his car's full and takes a swing for himself. Right. The newspaper guy says, hey, Barry and Adam wait, hold on. He says, hey, and then Barry and Adam begin to cross the street. He says, yeah, but Adam, did you ever think that maybe things work a little too well around here? They stop in the middle of the street. The traffic moves perfectly around them. Adam says, like what? Give me one example. Barry then thinks and says, I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm talking about. And they then walk off. Right. Barry says, wait a second. Check it out. Hey, those are the pollen jocks. Adam says, wow. Four patrol bees fly in through the hive's giant Gothic entrance. Patrol bees are wearing fighter pilot helmets with black visors. Adam says, I've never seen them this close. Ray says, they know what it's like to go outside the hive. Adam says, yeah, but some of them don't come back. The nectar from the pollen jocks is removed from their backpacks and unloaded into a truck on their way to Hunnick's. A small crowd forms around the patrol bees. Each one has a pit crew that takes their nectar. Some guy comes around and says, you guys did great, you're monsters, you're sky freaks, I love it, I love it. Some schoolgirls are jumping up and down and squealing. Barry says, I wonder where those guys have been. Adam says, I don't know. Barry says, their days aren't planned. The plays are not planned. Outside the hive, flying who knows where, doing who knows what. Adam says, we just can't decide one day to be pollen jocks. You have to be bred for that. Barry says, right, pollen jocks cross in close proximity to Barry and Adam. Some pollen flies off onto Barry and Adam. Barry says, look at that, there's more pollen than you and I will ever see in a lifetime. Adam says, playing with the pollen is just a status symbol. I think bees make too much of a deal out of it. Barry says, perhaps, unless you're wearing it, and the ladies see you wearing it, and the angle on two girl bees. Adam says, those ladies, aren't there our cousins too? Barry says, distant, and angle on two pollen jocks. One of them says, look at these two. The other says, couple of hive Harrys. Next one says, let's have some fun with them. The pollen jocks approach, and then Barry and Adam continue to talk to the girls. One of the girls says, it must be so dangerous being a pollen jock. Barry says, oh yeah. One time a bear had me pinned down against a mushroom. He had one paw to my throat. With the other, he was slapping me back and forth across the face. Girl one said, what were you doing during all this? Adam said, obviously I was trying to alert the authorities. The girl swiped some pollen off of Adam with a finger. Barry says, I can autograph that if you want. One of the pollen jocks says, a little gusty out there today, wasn't it, comrades? Barry says, yeah, gusty. And one of the other pollen jocks says, you know, we're gonna hit a sunflower patch about 6 miles from here tomorrow. Barry says, 6 miles, huh? Adam says, Barry. He whispers, Barry. And then the pollen jock says, it's a puddle jump for us. Maybe you're not up for it. Barry says, maybe I am. Adam whispering louder, you are not. One of the pollen jocks says, we're going 900 at G-Gate. Adam says, whoa. And then one of the pollen jocks says, what do you think, Buzzy boy? Are you bee enough? Barry says, I might be. It all depends on what 0900 means. Alright. Cut to a balcony. Barry's standing on the balcony alone, looking all over the city. I think his mother enters or something. Sneaks up behind Barry and gooses him in his ribs. Oh no, it's his father. Barry says, oh Dad, you surprised me. You decided what you're interested in, son? Barry says, well, there's a lot of choices, but you only get one. Barry says, Dad, do you ever get bored doing the same job every day? His father says, son, let me tell you something about stirring. He's making a stirring motion. You grab that stick and you just move it around and you stir it around and you get yourself into a rhythm. It's a beautiful thing. Barry says, you know, Dad, the more I think about it, Maybe the honeyfield isn't just right for me, Father said. And you're thinking of what? Making balloon animals? It's a very bad job for a guy with a stinger. Barry says, well, no. And his father says, Janet, your son's not sure what he wants to go into honey. His mother says, oh, Barry, you're so funny sometimes. Barry says, I'm not trying to be funny. Father says, you're not funny. You're going into honey. Our son, the stir. Mother says, you're going to be a stir. Barry says, no one's listening to me. Father says, wait until you see the sticks I have for you. Barry says, I can say anything I want now. I'm going to get an ant tattoo. Mother says, let's open some fresh honey and celebrate. Barry says, maybe I'll pierce my thorax. Barry also says, shave my antenna. Shack up with a grasshopper. Get a gold tooth. Start calling everyone dog. Alright, one group of bees stands on the pavement. So this is another scene. As another group hovers above them. Double-decker bus pulls up. Hovering bees get on the top level and the standing bees get on the bottom. Barry and Adam pull up outside of Hunex. Adam says, I can't believe we're starting to work today. Barry says, today's the day. Alright, what was I? Adam jumps out of the car. He says, come on, all the good jobs will be gone. Barry says, yeah, right. Buzzwell, the bee professor, is at the counter. Another bee applicant is exiting. Someone says, is this still available? Buzzwell says, hang on. He looks at the changing numbers on the board. 2 left, and one of them's yours. Congratulations. Congratulations, son. Step aside, please. He says, yeah. Adam says, the person, what did you get? The person says, picking the crud out. That is stellar. Adam says, wow. Buzzwell says to Barry and Adam, couple of newbies? Adam says, yes, sir, our first day. We are ready. Buzzwell says, well, step up and make your choice. A chart listing different sectors of Hunex, heating, cooling, and a bunch of other stuff. Wow, that's a long list. Whoa. Adam says to Barry, you want to go first? Barry says, no, you go. Adam says, oh my, what's available? Buzzwell says, restroom attendant is always open. And not for the reason you think. Adam says, any chance of getting to the Krellman, sir? Buzzwell says, sure, you're on. He plops a Krellman head onto Adam's head. The middle column has numbers and the right column has job openings flipping between open, pending, and closed. Buzzwell said, oh, I'm sorry, the Krellman just closed down. Adam said, oh. And then Buzzwell takes the hat off of Adam. Buzzwell says, wax monkey's always open. Krellman goes from closed to open. Buzzwell said, and the Krellman just opened up again. Adam said, what happened? Buzzwell says, well, whenever a bee dies, that's an opening. See that? He's dead, another one dead. Deady, deadified, 2 more dead. Dead from the neck up, dead from the neck down. But that's life. Barry looks disturbed. Adam says, feeling pressure to the side, he says, oh, this is so hard. Heating, cooling, stunt bee, pour, stir, humming. So many options. Wow, this is a large list. Alright. Barry, what do you think I should... Barry? Where's Barry? Where did Barry go? Oh no, he's gone. I gotta read this script. Find out where Barry is, and I have no idea where he is. Bunch of pollen jocks and stuff. Alright. I found it. So, Barry's antenna rings like a phone. Adam says, "What happened to you? Where are you?" Barry whispers throughout. Barry says, "I'm going out." Adam says, "Out? Out where?" Barry says, "Out there." Adam says, "Oh no, Barry." And then Barry says, "I have to before I go to work for the rest of my life." Adam says, "You are going to die. You're crazy. Hello?" And then Barry says, "Oh, another call coming in." Alright. If anyone's feeling brave, there's a Korean deli on 83rd that gets their roses today. Barry says, "Hey guys." And one of the pawn jacks says, "Hey, look at that." The other one says, "Isn't that the kid we saw yesterday?" Hold on, son. Hold on, son. Flight deck's restricted. One of the pawn jacks says, "It's okay, Louie. We're gonna take him up." The rest of the pawn jacks chuckle. He says, "Really? Feeling lucky, are you?" A younger, smaller bee than Barry runs up with a release waiver for Barry to sign. He says, "Sign here. Just until that. Thank you." He says, "Okay, you got a rain advisory today. And as you all know, bees cannot fly in rain, so be careful. As always." He's reading off a clipboard. Watch your rooms, hockey sticks, dogs, bees, bears, and bats. Bats? Really? Alright. Also got a couple of reports of root beer being poured on us. Murphy's in a home because of it. Just babbling like a cicada. Barry says, "That's awful." And a reminder for all of you rookies. Bee law number 1. Absolutely no talking to humans. Alright. Alright, we'll launch rookie. Alright, launch positions. Don't you hate it when... Hey, it's daytime. Don't you hate it when you're reading something? You're reading the line, and then when you go to, like, the next line, you accidentally read the same line that you were reading? Didn't you just state that? I'm just gonna move around just a tiny little bit. Just so that it doesn't accidentally go into rest mode. Alright, where was I? Alright. Alright. Launch positions. The jocks get into information chanting as they move. Black and yellow. And the jocks say hello. One of the jocks say to Barry, "Are you ready for this hotshot?" Barry says, Yeah, bring it on." Barry nods, terrified. Alright. I'm just going to read off. I'm not going to read off who the jocks say. I'm just going to read what they say. So they're going to read a bunch of things. Wind, check. Antenna, check. Nectar pack, check. Wings, check. Stinger, check. Then Barry says, "Scared out of my shorts, check." Alright. The freaking guy says, "Okay, ladies, let's move it out." Everyone flips their goggles on. Piccaries crank their wings and remove the starting block. We hear a loud humming. Right. Pound those petunias, you strip stem suckers, all of you. Drain those flowers. A flight deck guy says in a deep, says, right. Oh, just a bunch of flight deck guys doing that thing with the the thing, you know. Jeez, how long has this been going for? My hand hurts just holding up this controller so that you guys can hear me. This was a bad idea, let's be honest. Alright. How long has this been going for? I'm gonna find out just for a second. It's going on for half an hour. Now, I might just stop at the part where he talks to Vanessa. Yeah, I'll just rename this video to just a tiny bit of the B-movie script. Alright, so they're flying by a bunch of stuff. Just trying to find. Yep, right. So Barry's following everyone right now. The bees climb above treetops in formation. Barry says, "Whoa, I'm out. I can't believe I'm out. So blue. Ha ha ha. I feel so fast and free. Box kites. Wow." They fly by several bicyclists and approach a patch of flowers. Barry says, "Flowers." The pollen jock says, "This is Blue Leader. We have rose visuals. Bring it around 30 degrees and hold." Barry says, "Roses." And the pollen jock says, 30 degrees, Roger. Bring it around. Many pollen jocks break off from the main group. They use their equipment to collect nectar from flowers. Barry flies down to watch the jocks collect the nectar. The jock stands to the side, kid. It's got a bit of a kick. The jock fires the gun and recoils. Barry watches the gun fill up with nectar. Barry says, "Oh, this is one nectar collector." Jock says, "You ever see pollen up close?" Barry says, "No, sir." He takes off, and the excess pollen dust falls, causing the flowers to come back to life. Jock says as he pollinates, "I pick some pollen up over there, sprinkle it over there, maybe a dash over there, pinch of that. See, that's a little bit of magic, ain't it?" The flowers peek up as he pollinates. Barry says, "Wow, that's amazing. Why do we do that?" Jock says, "That's pollen power, kid. More pollen, more flowers, more nectar, more honey for us." Barry says, "Cool." Jock winks at Barry. Barry rejoins with the other jocks in the sky. They swoop over a pond, kissing the surface. They see their image reflected in the water. They're really moving. They fly over a mountain. One of the pollen jocks says, "I'm picking up a lot of bright yellow, could be daisies. Don't we need those?" One of the things says, "Copy that visual." We see what appear to be flowers on a green field. They go into a deep bank and dive, but one of the pollen jocks says, "Hold on, one of these flowers seem to be on the move." It says, "Say again? Are we reporting a moving flower?" Pollen jock says, "Affirmative." The pollen jocks land. It is a tennis court with dozens of tennis balls. This is where we see Vanessa and Ken. They played tennis. The bees land right in the midst of a group of balls. That was on the line. That was what Ken said. Ken, the main human guy. The bees start walking around amongst the immense yellow globes. Where the pollen jock says, "This is the coolest. What is it?" They stop at a ball on a white line and look up at it. And the pollen jock says, "I don't know, but I'm loving this color." Pollen jock says while smelling the tennis ball, "Smells good. Not like a flower, but I like it." Pollen jock says, "Yeah, fuzzy." The one says, "Chemically." The other one says, "Careful guys, it's a little grabby." Barry lands on a ball and collapses. Barry says, "Oh, sweet lord of bees." Pollen jock says, "Hey, Candy Brain, get off of there." Barry attempts to pull his legs off, but they stick. Barry says, Problem. Tennis shoe and a hand enter the frame. A hand picks up the ball with Barry underneath it. Barry says, "Guys," the pollen jock said, "this could be bad." The one says, "Oh no, I'm dying." Oh no, I'm dying from a zombie. The zombie's killing me. Shoot. Oh no, he's just gonna keep killing me. No. Alright. I'll just keep hitting this button. Can you guys still hear me though? He's just gonna keep killing me. Alright. Where were we? Vanessa walks back on the service line, bounces the ball. Each time it bounces, the other bees cringe and gasp. Barry's terrified. Pure dumb luck, he's not getting squished. Barry says, very close, gonna hurt. Ball and Jock says, you are way out of your position, rookie. And Vanessa's serving. We see Barry the ball up against the racket. As she brings it up, she tosses the ball into the air. Barry's eyes widen. The ball is struck, and the rally is on. Ken says, coming in at you like a missile. Ken hits the ball back. Barry feels the G-forces. Angle on. Alright, so angle on the Paul and Jocks, watching Barry pass by them in slow motion. Oh, yeah, in slow motion. Barry says in slow motion, help me. I was trying to do a slow motion voice. One of the Pawn Dogs says, I don't think these are flowers. The other said, should we tell him? The other Pawn Dog says, I think he knows. Barry says, what is this? Vanessa hits a high arcing lob. Ken waits, poised for the return. We see Barry having trouble retrieving the ball from a teague. Ken says, overconfident, match point. Right. Ken running up, he has a killer look on his eyes. He's gonna hit the ultimate overhead smash. Ken says, you can just start packing up, honey, because I believe you're going to eat it. Right. Go on the Paul and Jocks. One of them says, ahem. Ken is distracted by the jock. Then he says, what? No. And then he misses. The ball rockets into oblivion. Barry is still hanging on. Ken is berating himself. Ken said, oh, you cannot be serious. We hear the ball whistling and Barry screaming. The ball flies through the air and lands in the middle of the street. It bounces on the street again and sticks in the grid of an SUV. SUV. Get it? Get it, guys? Guys, get it? You guys get it. Right, the grill of the SUV sucks him up. He tumbles through a black tunnel, rolling vanes and pistons. Barry screams. And he gets chilled by an AC system and sees a frozen grasshopper. Barry says, ew, gross. The car is packed with a typical suburban family. Mother, father, 8-year-old boy, a little girl in the car seat, and the grandmother. A big slaughtering dog is behind a grate. Barry pops into the passenger compartment, hitting the mother's magazine. The mother says there's a bee in the car. Yet they all notice the bee and starts screaming, and then Barry screams. Barry tumbles around the car. He sees the face. We see the faces from his POV. That means point of view for anyone that doesn't know. The mother says, do something. The father says, I'm driving. Barry flies by the little girl. In her car seat, she waves hello. And the girl says, hi, B. And the son says, he's back here. He's gonna sting me. The car swerves around the road. Barry flies into the back, where the slaughtering dog snaps at him. Barry defyingly avoids the jaws of the gross flying spittle. I don't know what spittle means, but I'm just reading the script. The mother says, no one move. If you don't move, he won't sting you. Freeze. Everyone in the car freezes. Barry freezes. They stare at each other, as going back and forth, waiting to see who will make the first move. Then Barry blinks, and then the granny says, he blinked. and he pulls out a can of hairspray. The son says, "Spray him." And his granny sprays the hairspray everywhere. The father says, "What are you doing?" Granny says, "It's hairspray." Mother says, "Kill it." Barry gets sprayed back by the hairspray and then sucked out of the sunroof. Barry says, "Wow, the tension level out here is unbelievable. I've got to get home." And then it starts to rain. Barry's terrified. He's like, "Can't fly in rain, can't fly in rain, can't fly in rain." He's trying to avoid all of the things, the things, the rain droplets. And he gets hit by one, and he's falling. Right? Yeah. Can't fly in rain, can't fly in rain. A couple of drops hit him. His wings go limp, and he starts falling. Oh, wow. That would have been useful, like, a couple of seconds ago. But whatever. I digress. His wings go limp, and he starts falling. Barry says, "Mayday, mayday. B going down." Barry sees a window ledge and aims for it, and he just makes it. And then that's the part where he meets Vanessa. And this video's been going on for 41 minutes. So, that was that. But that's it for now. I'm just going to rename this to reading some of it. I want to rename my broadcast, if that's possible. What happens when I turn on camera? What? Yeah, I said it right there. Sure. It thinks, like... I'm gonna end the video. That was me reading some of the B script. I'm gonna rename it. Well, I'm gonna rename it right now, actually, just to make it easier on myself. But that was some of the B movie script. I hope you enjoyed this video. And, I'm just glad you watched it. Well, I'm gonna read it right now. Well, not read it, but I'm gonna edit it. I'm changing it right now. There we go, that's perfect. It doesn't change on my PlayStation, but thank you guys for watching, and